hope you've been enjoying yourself so far. Well, when it comes to thinking about Christmas, what comes to mind? For some, it can be presents and the receiving of gifts as well. And for others, it's, what on earth do I buy? I bought them a gift card last year. I can't do that again. Christmas trees, lights, carols, family, friends, and holidays. And it's often a time of joy. And the reality is that for many, navigating Christmas, it can be like navigating the shopping centre car park, where someone else cuts in line and they take your share of peace on earth and goodwill. In fact, according to Relationships Australia, Christmas is considered one of the 6 most stressful times in a person's life, along with things like divorce, moving house, and changing jobs. The American Psychological Association last month found that 9 out of 10 people were feeling overwhelmed by the Christmas season coming up. Trying to get things done in time, financial pressures, dealing with relatives, not you, the other relatives. Overwhelmed, feeling like you haven't achieved all that you wanted to this year. If only life was simpler. After all, in simpler days, there wasn't the stress around Christmas that we have today, was there? Think of Mary and Joseph. Silent night. All is calm. Away in a manger. No crying he makes. Really? Often we can paint this picture in our minds of what the first Christmas was like for Mary and Joseph. One of those hallmark cards that isn't all that true to life. Consider the stress that Mary and Joseph probably felt. Away from home, Mary, whose reputation was in jeopardy, and in the last few months of her pregnancy, travels from her family home to go to be with Joseph in Bethlehem. Mary and Joseph, low-income family on the margins of society, looking for somewhere safe to stay and give birth to Mary's first child. All the Airbnbs are booked out, and they have to stay in where a family would have kept their animals, their livestock, for safety overnight. Before Call the Midwife would have arrived on their pumped-up tyres and their bicycles, Bethlehem's midwives would have rallied to support Mary in her delivery. The risk of death for mother, baby, or both were high. Giving birth in those days was risky business. But with the delivery now over, baby Jesus would have been washed in either some diluted wine or rubbed with salt to stave off infection. With little more than the clothes on their backs, Mary wraps the newborn in what they could easily find, strips of cloth. This was not some carefully prepared home birth with familiar faces lending a hand. This was not the way Mary and Joseph imagined things to be months earlier when they were preparing for this day. Very little went according to plan for Mary and Joseph, according to their plan. But when they looked into the face of love, the face of Jesus, perspectives change. God's plan was manifest and in and through their life. Hopes and dreams and expectations were brought into perspective. Mary was able to be in the moment, to treasure all these things in her heart. And so it can be with us. What are your hopes and dreams and expectations this Christmas? Are they straining under the weight of pressure? Maybe it's time to refocus on love. When love becomes the primary focus, then perspectives change. When it moves from what we can afford to what we can achieve and how we can offer instead love and receive love. The greatest love ever expressed is that of God, coming into our world as Jesus to help us to know what true love is and how true love can transform. And so, if you find yourself stressed just a little bit this Christmas, then may you know that you are deeply loved. You are deeply loved by God. And may that help to shape your view of what Christmas is truly about. May it help to remind you of this. And to help you to remind you of this, we've got a really small gift. And I'm going to ask two Stephens if they want to come forward, and we're going to give out a little gift for each of you. It's a small gift, and hopefully it'll be helpful. And as they hand these out, thank you so much. Thank you. It's a heart-shaped stress ball. And so, as you feel a bit stressed, I'd encourage you to take the heart-shaped stress ball, give it a squeeze, take a breath, and remember that you are loved by God. May God bless you richly this Christmas. Thanks, Matt.